channel. Hey, you know what time it is, No Press fam? Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of The Beatdown, the segment where two worlds collide. I am your host, Class, and my co-host, Big. Doing it big, baby. And as a friendly reminder, guys, if you guys enjoy our content, you know what you can do. You can share, you can like, you can subscribe, or you can turn on your notifications to get the latest episodes. May the 4th be with you. And in honor of the 4th, we decided to do a Star Wars episode theme. And I'll be representing Star Wars franchise, Grogu. Alright guys, brief origin story time. The Jedi Temple on Coruscant was the home of the Jedi Order. Before the Empire's rise, this is where young Padawans were trained in the Jedi Knights. Palpatine, placed an order called Order 66, which had the systematic killings of all Jedis. And luckily, Grogu actually was hidden before all of that happened and managed to escape. And let's put a little cherry on top. He was trained by several Jedi masters, which means that he was also possibly trained by Yoda himself. Anyways, decades go by. Eventually, the Mandalorian finds Grogu, and at the moment we called him Baby Yoda, but Grogu was his name, and finds him. And then that's pretty much the brief origin story of Grogu. Alright, now we're going to get into powers, abilities, and feats. Shall we? Okay. Obviously, the Force has all these abilities. Telekinesis. It can choke somebody. The Force grip. The Force barrier, which can create like force fields of energy. And obviously, the Force healing ability. He took down a Mudhorn, which is like a giant-sized rhinoceros-looking thing from space. Almost choked out Cara Dune, she's pretty tough. She's a soldier, but she's one of the most fiercest warriors out there. And to be able to put a choke on her without her dying or being able to put a choke on her is impressive. That's all I gotta say about that. Especially putting a grip. He put down 2 stormtroopers, and that was pretty damn impressive. He healed Din Djarin. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong, guys. He forces a fire blast back onto a stormtrooper. That was pretty impressive. And the list goes on and on. How I see Grogu winning this fight. Well, let's get real, guys. The Force is strong with this one, and he's been trained by Jedi Masters. So, as far as fighting skills wise, if they get face to face, he's gonna be able to beat Gizmo, no doubt about it. Gizmo might be intelligent, but not super fast adaptable enough to be able to counter maneuver a creature that has had 50 years of experience. Even if he hasn't been using it for a while, still has the knowledge in there. So, Jedi Master skills already going to put Gizmo in a disadvantage in a face-to-face full front fight. The Force gives him all the abilities. I mean, defense-wise, he's got the shield to protect him from getting attacked from any kind of weapons. If he wants to just range-wise, he can choke him out using the Force's grip. I mean, he can. One of the most compelling arguments will be this: is that he lifted a giant-sized looking Mudhorn, which is looking like a rhinoceros-sized thing, and it was heavy. He could probably lift a decent-sized rock or boulder, heavy enough to lift it over Gizmo and then just drop it on him. Gizmo is a smart creature, but it's not going to be able to outmaneuver a Jedi. I just don't see it. The Jedi has the experience and the skills, the Force with it, and let's say a situation arises where Gizmo gets a cut on Grogu. It doesn't really matter because Grogu can heal himself. He still has the healing Force ability to do that. As long as it's not too deep of a cut, he probably can heal himself without draining himself. Now, the name of the game is going to be get it quickly done. Because obviously Grogu hasn't used his Jedi Mastery abilities for a while, so it does drain him every now and then. So if he uses it too much, it's too much for him to handle. But if he gets it done quickly, which he can. I mean, he's got the ability to move a lot of objects, and he's able to toss things around. I'm sure he can toss Gizmo into a fire or something if he wanted to. whatever the case be, as long as he gets it done quickly, I see Grogu winning this one, hands down, no problem. My furry friend is also impressive in his own way and has his own special gifts. I'll be representing the Gremlins franchise, Gizmo. So Dad wanted to give his son an interesting present. He goes into a mysterious shop called Mr. Wing's shop. Curiosity shop, I guess. And it's mysterious in its own way because it has all these mystical elements. And then, you know, the dad wants to buy his son this particular little creature, but unfortunately the owner says, nah, I'm not going to sell it to you. Then the son of that owner says, hey, you know, I'll sell it to you under the radar without my dad knowing. But here are a few rules about this little creature. And because that little creature happened to be Gizmo himself, so we're clear about that. And before he got that name, he was considered, the name of what they're called is Magwoys or Magwoy. I can't remember how to say it or how to pronounce it. But that's a brief version story of Gizmo. Powers, abilities, and feats. Let's get into it. Can reproduce just by having water splashed on him in seconds. And these offsprings are much more deadlier than Magwoys. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. As they are gremlins and have sharper teeth, claws, much taller, faster, and much more limber. He is also intelligent and can adapt to learning things very quickly when he needs to. Also able to create his own weapons, as he made a miniaturized version of Rambo's bow and arrow using a paperclip and some sort of match. He took down a giant-sized gremlin hybrid spider. Okay, it was huge and it was insane. Took down a gremlin even after crashing a toy car and getting shot by a gun. Okay, so that's just a brief power, abilities, and feats that he has done that I'm aware of or I'm familiar with. How I see Gizmo winning this. Grogu might have the Force with him, but the Force does drain him in a fight. So this is pretty much Gizmo's, well, he could win this if he needed to. So let's start off with a couple things. First off, duck and cover is going to be his bread and butter. He needs to hide, keep away from giving Grogu the ability to kind of get a grip on him or move him around or toss anything at him. As long as he keeps duck and covering, he might be able to have a fighting chance on this. If he wants to create the element of surprise, he could probably use the little toy car he used in the movie, drive it on to Grogu, leap off of it before Grogu can throw the car or throw something at it. And with that energy of that toy car being used and him having to use the Force to kind of toss it, that does kind of drain him a little bit. Also gives Gizmo a fighting chance. Now, if Gizmo wants to give even the odds a little more or give him much more of an upper advantage, he could always just splash a little bit of water on himself. Then duplicate all these gremlins that are much more stronger and faster and more intelligent and capable of probably taking down Baby Yoda or Grogu in this instance, sorry. So the gremlins are going to give him the upper muscle he needs if he needs to get into a real serious fight that he cannot win if he gets that desperate. But yeah, using the toy car to drain him, having the extra muscle in that essence, and the one more added feature that he could do is the range. Now remember, he was able to do create a paperclip that kind of represented or looked like a bow and arrow to a Rambo version. And he could do that again. He could shoot Grogu with one of those fire little matchsticks, probably burn the coat he's wearing or the clothing he's wearing, or burn him himself in the process, which would have to give Grogu needing the healing ability. Now, a car being thrown at you and he had to move it away, along with having to heal yourself, that's going to drain you even more and more. And Grogu can't really last that long in a fight during that situation. Now Gizmo, all he needs to do at this moment is get one more shot. So if maybe he positions himself in a different angle and doesn't give Grogu the ability to get him standing still, he can get one more shot in. If he can get that one more shot in with the stick, with the matchstick, boom, light Grogu up, and boom, Gizmo for the win. All right, No Press fam, as always, it's not up to me. And it's not up to Biggs. It's up to you guys. So if you guys like my argument, you know what you can do? You can hashtag Grogu or hashtag Baby Yoda. And if you like my argument, guys, you can hashtag Gizmo. And as always, No Press fam, we really appreciate you guys. Catch you guys later. Peace.